Alright, something's a little bit screwy. Evidently when I launched it originally, the YouTube end of the business end of the stick wasn't happy. OBS was doing what it was supposed to, but it didn't look like the YouTube side of things was translating. But hopefully. Yo, what's up, Mad Titan? Alright, cool. So if that's showing up good for you, cool, then I think it should be working okay on my end here. I'm hoping. Just gotta click through all the nonsense buttons. There we go. Okay. That's looking better. Okay. And then waiting on the preview to pop up. Awesome on my end. Cool. Alright. Let's take this again from the top. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Nice way to top off the week here. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope the weekend is finding you guys well. Sorry I breathed there, and the cord is acting up. Should come back in just a sec. There we go. Ah, boy, hope y'all are doing well. I'm a bit winded. It's been a big whirlwind of a day. Fun day. Don't get me wrong. Fun day. But at the same time, it's really nice to just plunk down and chill for a sec. Want to welcome you all to the stream here. Going to be putting up points in the featured 5-star arena, going for the 1 to 10% bracket. Looking to get those 2,000 5-star shards, 200 6-star shards, and all the gold and goodies along the way. I'm going to be going for the next hour and a half, couple hours, whatever it winds up being. You all know the shtick by now. But before I get too far along, I do want to welcome the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTube's. Cheers on digging the videos I put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Next week, early next week, I'm hoping. I'm still waiting on a couple of things. Hoping early next week start uploading some of the big celebration stuff for the 1,000 subs, which is an amazing milestone, which I'm extremely appreciative of. Tongue tie number 1. There you go. For all you guys for hitting that sub button and just hanging out and just showing all the love and support to the channel. So kudos and cheers to you guys. First video is going to be a fun one. It's the first ever video of me just behind the camera, getting some stuff going for the YouTube career. Figure I could upload that just for kicks, celebrate the big 1,000. And then it's either going to be 1 or 2 videos, just depending on how long it takes. It's going to be a massive crystal opening and rank up, level up. I'm going to be opening up, I'm planning on 4 6-stars and a bunch of tier 5 CC shard catalysts for the opening, and then 2, possibly 3 rank 3 6-stars. And a healthy assortment of 5s as well. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, that's down the pipes. You know, that's not today. Today's just arena. Currently sitting at about 9.5 mil of the 15 I'm going for. So hope to put up most of the rest of it here tonight on stream. I'm getting impatient with Civil Warrior. There we go. But I'm running through the 6-stars first, just because there still is enough time to get one more round of 6s in before the arena ends, which hopefully I don't need, but if I do, it's nice to have. Mad Titan, what's up, bud? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yes, cool. Thank you for the heads up on the YouTubing. Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. Don't know what happened right there. Because it said on my end that I was streaming and everything was going okay, but once I was looking at the YouTube previewer, it was kind of not looking happy. So glad that it all got sorted out now and we're good to go. Yo, what up, Black Panther? Cheers on being second. It's good, my friend. Yo, Nathan. Happy Saturday. Always a pleasure. Oh, very cool. Well, cheers, Titan. Thank you very much for hanging out, for finding the channel. It's good to have you. It's all good, Panther. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. It's a gigantic milestone, and I'm just so appreciative, again, of all you guys who've been watching videos, been hanging out, and for all the support that you guys have shown the channel here. It means a lot, so thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm really excited to keep the ball rolling, too. With the first 1,000 subs, it's a huge milestone. Looking forward to keep the momentum going, keeping the party going. Keep putting out some fun stuff. Titan asking him, am I doing arena without suicides? No. I've got double edge turned on. I don't have liquid courage, though. I'm just doing the half suicide. Because if I go full suicides, then that really starts to mess me up for Alliance War. Running double edge, though, even though it, you know, hurts a little bit in war, I really do appreciate the damage boost. But yes, I don't recommend doing arena grinds without suicides. It slows you down immensely. Excuse me. Well, Panther, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That all being said, though, Titan, as soon as the Apocalypse Arena comes out in a couple of weeks, since I'm going for top 150 for one of them, I'm not sure if it's going to be round 1 or round 2. But because I'm going for top 150 for at least one of them, then yeah, no stops, just going full ham. Gonna be running full suicides, gonna be running through everybody as they come off a cooldown. Because I want me that apocalypse. Cheers, all. He's gonna be so good. Like, even if him as a playable character is mediocre, the stuff that he can do for characters the other characters I actually really enjoy playing is so phenomenal that it's... I gotta. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. Cool. Oh, who was my first 3-star? Oh man, that is a... I think... I want to say it was OG Captain America. And I think... Or maybe just mixing that up with the first 3-star I got out of Arena. Because I know Magneto was my first 4-star. I'm going to stick with OG Captain America. But, I mean, again, that's really, really pushing my memory because that was like 5 years ago. But he was really cool. I was really glad to have him because his perfect block was immensely helpful. Especially when he paired it up with the perfect block synergy team. Yeah, he was just taking no damage. Didn't deal a lot of damage, but he was taking no damage. So with a bit of patience, yeah, you could just wait out anybody. And then, you know, World War II Cap came out and everybody lost their mind because, hey, he could bleed on a special 2, and that's just amazing. Times have changed a little bit. Just a little bit. Panther's first 3-star was Clairvoyant. Very cool. That is a wonderful 3-star to get. She is amazing. Well, don't feel bad about that. I am not a big fan. I'm a big fan of Arena. I'll say that. I've said also before that Arena is probably one of my favorite game modes, which is absolutely true. Arena is definitely one of my favorite game modes. However, especially nowadays since the cutoff is like 70 mil easily, I'm not a big fan of featured arena grinds anymore. 40 mil? Yeah, I can do 40. 50? Sure. Okay, I can do that. 60? Okay, now it's 60 is as far as I go and still have fun with it. Once you start getting into like 70, 80 million plus, nah, I'll do it if the character is worth going for. I'll definitely do it. But at that point, it's not fun anymore. It's a job. Boink. No, I've heard the name Grounded Wisdom. I've heard the name. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. Pleasure to meet you. Boink. Actually, speaking of featured grinds, I didn't see how Katie or Max were doing today. Come on. Because both of them are going for featured. I do wish them well. But also kind of curious to see where they're at points-wise. Alright, so Max is about 70 mil right now. It's not bad. It's a good place. And Katie. Let's see where's she at. Katie's smart. She didn't do a recent grind. She's playing that one really close to the vest. Don't blame her though. Don't blame her, especially on the last day. Setting up a bunch of like troll posts and stuff, right? Doesn't he have the record for I don't know, downvotes or something? Well, everyone's got their claim to fame, I suppose, right? For me, I'll be content and just stick with being the Elsa Bloodstone guy. Which, I mean, I'll keep shouting her praises from the rooftops. She's kind of amazing. Alright, and there's that. There's that. And special just to wrap things up. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Let's do that. And do that. Alright, so who do we got next? We got Gamora. Let's throw Vulture. And let's do Blue Clops. Everybody in this game is color-coded. You have red Clops, blue Clops, red mag, white mag. It's like a Dr. Seuss book almost. But you dig the name though, yeah? Be Grounded Wisdom 1, A, Grounded Wisdom B. Or the Alpha. The Alpha Grounded Wisdom. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Well, that's actually a lot of fun. That's a fun bet. Or fun punishment, I guess. How long do you got to keep it that way? Could always just start a troll account for it to the troll account. Just troll the original Grounded Wisdom. And there's that. Excellent. 2 more days. It's not that bad. That's not that bad. Cheers, all. Good lord. You had to keep it that way for 3 months? Now, is that because that's how long the bet was, or that's how long it takes for the name token to refresh? Actually. Because I've only ever changed my name once, and, like, I held on to that name token for, like, 2 years. So I have no idea about any of the things. Gotcha, that makes sense. That makes sense. Doink, yoink, zoink. Hey, no touchy. I wonder what Gambit's buff is gonna be. Because he's supposed to be buffed next, right? Like him and Falcon. Gambit I'm pretty excited about. I mean, because I got him as a 6-star, but Falcon would be fun to see what they do with him as well. They should have buffed Winter Soldier as well to go along with the show. Hey, what's up, Laura? How you doing? Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Saying, Mom made 4 dozen chocolate chip cookies and then baked me a chocolate cake with homemade chocolate icing. Dang. Does your mom have like a mail delivery service for chocolate chip cookies? So she could just like post a couple dozen cookies my way. That'd be very much appreciated. Your mom is awesome, by the way. Next time you get a chance to see her, just say that she's got a huge like fan What was I gonna say? Fan. She got a lot of fans on YouTube for all the nummy stuff that she makes. But it sounds like it definitely did your birthday right. Very cool. Oh, Punisher 99. Dang, it wasn't Gambit on somebody's short list? Fan base, that's the word I'm going for. Good lord. If I'm not getting tongue-tied, it's just a complete brain fart. I'm getting old in my young age. Either way, the Falcon buff is going to be nice. It is. Oh, absolutely. There's an art to eating chocolate chip cookies. There's a science, even. Like, I don't know why there hasn't been like a major or at least a minor at university for chocolate chip cookie science. Because anybody can just like pop cookies in the oven and then just like eat them whenever, but there's etiquette to it. Go to culinary school just to master the craft. Doink. Now, I mean, I'm Tiger, so I realized after I dexed back on that, I could have just held heavy, but, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Alright, so the extra shiny 6 stars are coming off a cooldown slowly. So, in the meantime, let's throw up Rulk and then Red Clops. And sure, let's do that. Why not? Your mom's a pro. You know what also is really yummy, in addition to just regular chocolate chip cookies, are M&M cookies. Like with either with the regular size or the M&M minis. Because then you get that little candy shell, plus the chocolate, plus so they melt and they crunch. Or better still, once they heat up, then like the coloring on the candies like melts a little bit, so you got like the little ring of green or blue or pink or whatever color the M&M was on the cookie, and it's just I'm assuming they still sell M&M minis, right? I know that was a big thing a while back, but not gonna lie, I haven't gone to the store specifically for M&M minis in ages. See, this is when you just get like one of those big ponchos. Yeah, just say it's like for getting through a TSA, you know, just keeping things simple. Don't need all the hassle of like belts and shoes and laces and all that nonsense. Like, nah, I got my TSA poncho. Definitely has nothing to do with the fact of eating lots of nummy cookies. It's purely for airport ease and convenience. Because what's the it's not Chips Ahoy, but isn't there's a like a brand of cookies that do exactly that. It's not M&M brand, but you just like go to the store and it's just like industrial produced M&M chocolate cookies, and it's nice as a nice to have, but they're like the cookies are hard, and the M&Ms are not dehydrated, but they're, I don't know, stale. Nothing beats than just making them fresh at home. Doink, yoink. I gotta make me some. I gotta make me some. Put that on the short list for maybe this next week. Kano, what's up? Any tips for Realm of Legends? I'm trying to beat it. For Realm of Legends, the best tip for Realm of Legends is to have a counter for Wolverine. You can use just about anybody for all the fights, but you gotta have somebody specific to counter Wolverine's healing. So, either somebody who can place a number of petrified debuffs on Wolverine to reduce or invert the regeneration, or somebody who has either a long-term or frequent a heal block. So like Sentinel Special 1 helps, Vision Special 2, Warlock Special 1. So basically you need like a really solid science champ or a really solid tech champ that can do either one of those things. Because with that health pool, you're not going to be able to out damage the regeneration very easily. Outside of that, everybody else is a pretty straightforward fight, just with a bunch of hit points. And I would suppose, patience, just being patient, because the fights wind up taking a good long while. A Void, preferably. Awakened Void is even better. Proxima's nice, but again, you're going to wind up trying to out-damage the regeneration, which is possible, but if you mess up or it isn't a one-shot KO, then you're going to have a bad time. Well, Laura, I do suppose there's always that too. But then again, I would be very surprised if he didn't have a couple of cookies himself while you were away. I know when my wife's out, then it's kind of like, oh, okay. It's not carte blanche for menu, but I mean, you know how it goes. There's things that I enjoy that she wouldn't be as big a fan of. There's stuff that she enjoys that I'm not as big a fan of. So it's like a hall pass for the menu. Because my Achilles heel for that is like all things pasta. Give me a good carbonara, or any of the anything southern, like a good jumbo, or good jumbo. Good lord, a good gumbo or a good jambalaya. I should have just rolled with it. A good jumbo or a gumbalaya. Either one of those. Either one of those. Kano says, does Void's Fear of the Void only affect Avengers? No. No. Fear of the Void affects everybody. And all Fear of the Void does is that it just combines all his debuffs into one. So just say, you got the 2 Petrify, you've got the 2 Anti-Dexterity, and then you've got the 2, crit reduction, I think? So the Fear of the Void just ties the 6 of those together into a single debuff. Plus, ramps up his attack rating. So with the single Fear of the Void, then he starts the process over again of, getting 2 more Petrifies, 2 more Anti-Dexterities, 2 more crit reductions, whatever. And then it's possible to get a second Fear of the Void up for a few seconds and just, you know, deal massive damage. Yo, what up, Supersonic? Hey, Carbolite is my middle name. I'm not worried about what the scale says because I don't look at the scale in the first place. Pro tip. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. Who's more skilled, me or BG? Oh, BG, hands down. Hands down. But if you want to compare the taste and appeal of bananas versus frozen grapes, then, oh, frozen grapes. They just hit that spot, you know? Now, if it's frozen bananas versus frozen grapes, well, that's a different story. But just regular bananas by themselves? Nah. Carbolaya is what you feel like an hour after eating a delicious meal of jambalaya. Starts off as Carbolaya, then you get food coma laya. But still, it just hits the spot. It just hits the spot. Especially if it's done right. Especially if it's done right. Because the sucky thing about being out here in SoCal is that there are so few solid southern restaurants here. Like, everyone does jambalaya, right? But it may as well just be like, open a box, pour out jambalaya, sprinkle some seasoned salt on it, and call it good enough. No, that's not how it's done. You gotta do it right. Because you can taste the difference. Kano pulled a 7th 5-star in his Sentry. Is he good? Not really. Not really. I'm sorry. He gets better once he's awakened and at max sig. But unfortunately, like, he has to be max sig to get any sort of reliability out of him. And that's a big push. So, no, sorry. Not really. He's good for, you know, arena points, padding your team that way. Uh-oh. All right. Thought we were gonna have some serious network issues there. What is jambalaya? Jambalaya is a delicious Cajun dish combining sausage, shrimp, veggies, rice with spice. It's very, very nummy. Especially when the heat is done properly. Because kind of to what I was talking about earlier, most places around here, like, just sprinkle on, like, heat salt effectively. And that's not how you do it. The heat's got to be mixed in, built in from the ground up, mixed in with the dish. It's not just something you just sprinkle on top and call it good enough. And then gumbo effectively is super simplifying, uh, like a more soupy version of jambalaya. Probably shouldn't have put man ghost against man thing, but whatever. Yo, what up, PP? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Hey, Juan, how are you? Happy Saturday yourself, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Today was, for me, it's a really good day. Got to visit with some family. Did a bit of chasing, a bit of fun. But I am very, very tired now. Very tired now. So it's cool. It's very good to just be able to sit down, hang out, and just chill for a spell. There we go. That works. Laura asking, how do I like this spice? So for jambalaya, I like it just enough to be able to taste it. Not well, no, that's not exactly right. I enjoy the heat to be part of the entire dish. So like as like an accent. Not so much where it's just like I eat it and all I can taste is like textured heat. That's no fun. It's like I want to taste the shrimp. I want to taste the veggies. I want to taste the rice. I want to taste the meat in there. And then have all the different flavors of all those different things combined with that little extra heat. Is a nice nice cherry on top. But if I'm going in and just like eating peppers by itself, then nah, then hotter the better. Because by that point, it's not so much about flavor; it's more about um, it's just about the heat. Another reason why I'm really disappointed with a lot of like fast food restaurants' version of like spicy this or spicy that. They only call it spicy because their food is so crappy in the first place. They just want you to taste heat and not realize about how crappy the food tastes. That's like spice done wrong. I mean, like, same true of curry too, right? You want a curry to be nice and toasty and spicy, right? But at the same time, you don't want it to just be overwhelming. Same would be true if you used any other ingredient. You know, you add a dash of pepper, but you don't want your whole dish to taste like pepper, or you add a dash of, you know, thyme or mint as a nice little subtle aftertaste. But you don't want your entire dish to taste like thyme or mint. It's like that. Uh oh. And get out of here, dude. Chop, 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 chop. PP finished Cavalier difficulty, opened 6-star, and duped OG Storm. Well, my friend, if you wanted to pull in Apocalypse, you're going to be having a laugh with that. Because Storm's about to get amazingly good without all that added shock damage from Apocalypse. Plus, if you got a Storm X in your roster, too, then there you go. There's your nice little trifecta. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, Supersonic. Because that's the thing, though, too. I think that's why a lot of people out here in the States aren't either familiar with jambalaya or don't have an appreciation of it. Because a lot of people have, like, I mean, it's kind of cheesy to say, but, like, they aren't very well accustomed to spice. Having, like, a, you know, much more mild taste palette. dancing around it so hard. But so if you get something that actually has some natural kick, natural spice to it, like jambalaya, like gumbo, like curry, then it's like, oh my goodness, it's so hot. Like, no, you've just never had spice before in your life, and you don't have an appreciation for it. What up, Reaper? Always a pleasure. Good to see you. Do I like the heat to be the experience? I like the heat to be a part of the experience. But like, if I still can't taste anything a couple of days after the meal, then it's kind of takes away the fun, you know? Do I add hot sauce to my food? I do. I do. Just for that little extra something. Well, that's interesting. I'm always apprehensive about watching those like behind the scenes kitchen shows, because it's like I kind of appreciate my ignorance. I'm like, I'm just gonna go and eat the thing, and it's gonna be good and it's gonna be wonderful, and that's all there is to it. As opposed to like going behind the scenes and like, oh yeah, like this is actually pretty gross. Do I get upset? No. No, 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 not upset. Upset's not the right word. I actually rather enjoy it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I always walk away extra hungry. Either wanting, you know, home baked goods or cookies or food of some sort, but I really appreciate it. Because there's so many yummy things out there, you know? There's so many yummy things. Plus, plenty of stuff that you've just never tried before, you know? Like, I'm very fortunate. I had a very good, like, upbringing, right? Food-wise. However, it was not a very adventurous food palette. So, by the time I was like, hey, there's more food out here than I had growing up. I started trying new things. I'm like, hey, this is interesting. And then I was like, oh, hey, that's interesting. And then this is good and that's good. And I combine this into that. And hey, I've never been here before. Or hey, I've been driving past this place and I've just never stopped in. Let's stop in. Sky's the limit. Yo, what up, Sarge? Yeah, I know it's the one big 1K subscriber celebration going on right now. Got a couple of things coming out later on this week to celebrate, but it's still kind of just sinking in. It's still super surreal, super surreal, but it's very cool. It's very, very cool. Try this in a slow cooker. Chicken tenderloin, bell pepper, carrot, onion, curry, sauce, and coconut milk. Serve on some rice. Interesting. Yeah, that actually sounds really nummy. Would you throw the chicken tenderloin in there whole, or would you dice it up first? Or like cube it or something? Exactly. Exactly. And then I get all like shifty eyed. I'm like, what else? What else is out there? And then once every great while, it's like, oh, yep, nope, you're right. This is awful. Forget that. No thanks. Mistakes were made. Very rarely. But I'll try most any food once. And then it's interesting too, because like some people are like really like their own like taste palette. Like they either like can't taste basil or don't like basil. Like it tastes like soap to them, which is really interesting. I didn't realize that was a thing until I started asking around. And that's like an actual thing that's wired into their taste buds. I'm like, first of all, congrats on knowing what soap tastes like, but sorry that like yummy stuff tastes like soap. What if it's like the opposite? What if like soap tasted like basil? So you just have like a bar of like dial soap and you just like are nomming on it on the side. Dicing it up for some pesto, you know? Uh-oh. I should have dexed this. No power for you. Do I think 1.5 is enough for 3-star Professor X, or should I go 1.6? If you can go higher, I always recommend going higher. Really solid rule of thumb is if you, it's always better to be over by a lot than under by a little, you know? So if you've got the time to put in that extra 100,000, then definitely I recommend it. Because I mean, like, what's the worst that's going to happen, right? You wind up getting a bunch of extra gold, some extra battle chips. Plus you get the champion anyway. Caldo de Pollo. See, Supersonic, that's exactly like that. Some people can't stand avocado. Me, I absolutely love avocado. Love it. Like, I'm not... A lot of people out here get a lot of flack for eating avocado toast. Like, it's the really pretentious hipster thing to do out here. And I get it. I get the stereotype. However, putting avocado on toast is pretty nummy. I'm not going to spend like $8 for a piece of toast with some avocado slices on it. But I'm just saying, if I got an avocado at home, and I got some bread at home, and it's breakfast time, I'm going to make me some avocado toast. Ooh, roasted Brussels sprouts. See, exactly, Laura. Case in point, Brussels sprouts. That's exactly one of those things for me. My folks hated Brussels sprouts. Hated them. First time I made them, they were god-awful. Stunk up the house, and it was disgusting. It wasn't a house, it was an apartment. Stunk up the place. Then I actually did some homework and figured out how to make them properly. And they are amazing. Yeah, because if you're eating an avocado like proper, it's not going to really have a smell in the first place. Like, it's starting to go bad when it starts to smell. What's up, Tom? Just curiosity, does it say? I'd be curious to know where the avocado is from. Because like the little tiny itty bitty ones that are the size of like a kumquat or something. Yeah, those ones are nasty because they're just small and it's like 80% seed anyway. But then you get the other end of the spectrum where you got like an avocado the size of a football. And those are nummy. I had a friend who had an avocado tree at their place. And no joke, the avocados that they would get would be about the size of this jug here. And they would just be like giving them away to people. It's like, yeah, the tree produces so many freaking avocados, we can't keep up. So if you want one, here you go. Here's this like baby-sized avocado. To which I said, why thank you. I would gladly eat that baby-sized avocado. And just casually gloss over the fact that they use the term baby-sized in reference to food. Yeah, or if you make like a breakfast scramble too. Fry up some eggs, fry up some potatoes, fry up some peppers. Oh, right. I'm metal. And then slice up a couple avocados, put it on top with some cheese and some hot sauce. That there is breakfast of champions. Hey, well, nothing wrong with that. To each their own. To each their own. Like anything you can eat though, like by itself, and still have it be super nummy, is always a win. Like if you gotta mix it in with something else for it to taste like as good as it does, then nah, maybe not as much. But like avocado, you could just slice open, maybe just sprinkle a little bit of salt in just for kicks, and just go to town. But I mean, then again, like everybody's different. Like some people just either can't eat eggs or don't like eggs. Not even as like a vegetarian thing. They just don't like the taste or the consistency of them, with regardless of if it's like fried or scrambled or whatever. But it'd be such a sad day if I couldn't eat eggs anymore. That's like my go-to like standard breakfast. 3 fried eggs, some hash browns, and best case scenario, some Florida natural orange juice. And it's got to be Florida natural orange juice because I'm a absolute stickler when it comes to OJ. You don't like cauliflower? Well, I guess, Laura, then the follow-up to that is how do you usually prepare it? Is it steamed or baked or fried or roasted? suppose one of the bigger, not a big fan of asparagus, but I think it's just because asparagus is so finicky in terms of like needing to be a specific size for it to be nummy. If it's too round or too big, then it's not good, or if it's too skinny, it's not good. Like perfectly roasted asparagus is really nummy, especially, you know, either like diced up in some with some cream pasta and cream sauce. That's really good. But like if it's just like a la carte, I don't know, it can be really finicky. Plus it makes your pee smell awful. No, that's the last thing I need. Is like, if it isn't good asparagus, but I eat it anyway because it's dinner, then I'm just reminded about it for the next like day and a half. I'm like, oh, that's right, I done goofed. But I don't know. Overall, I gotta say, there are very, very, very few things that I'm just not a big fan of. Uh oh. Like eating the raw egg in some different kind of sushi. Nah. Nope. Nah. I'm good. No thanks. Tried it once. Didn't go well. I'm good. I knew somebody who ate so many carrots they turned orange. No joke. True story. It's the carotene. Also, not a joke name. Actually, what it's called. Let's do this. I haven't put Professor X against Nick yet. Actually, this might be problematic because he's got nonsense that that can hit through evasion and block and whatnot. There we go. Alright, so let's push him to special 2. They got a few seconds left on the cooldown here. Cool. Come on, dude. Nice little 12,000. And, I mean, that dude was just dead to begin with, but that worked out pretty okay. I'll take that. Ooh, sweet potato fries. Really prefer sweet potato fries over regular potato french fries. Unless it's In-N-Out. I could eat In-N-Out french fries all the time, any which way. Prefer the In-N-Out french fries over the burgers, to be honest. Alright, come on. Cool. There we go. Took a sec, but that is all that needed. Yeah, I wonder if that has to do with like shared experience. Like you just correlate the food with a negative experience and that kind of just sticks with you, or if it's just like a biological thing where you're just depends on how your brain is wired. We need to like Bill Nye that. Science the heck out of it. Have I watched AOT? For this scrub, sorry, what is AOT again? You know, I think that'd be a sound reason there why you don't like papaya. Is it just me though? Speaking of fruits, is it just me though, or are mangoes almost too much work for the effort? Like mangoes are nummy. Not gonna lie, I like the taste of mangoes. However, the work needed to properly ripen and then cut into a mango is almost more effort than it's worth relative to the little bit of mango you actually get out of the freaking thing. Like, you gotta wait for it to properly ripen, and then you gotta cut it a very specific way. And then, once you've cut around the seed, because the seed is, obviously it's inedible, but it's not like a nice little, like, pit. Then you gotta peel back the skin, because you can't eat the skin either. And then you gotta slice it a very specific way, and then, I don't know. It's yummy, but I don't want to spend like 10 minutes cutting into the thing to eat it in like a minute or less. It's not like it's just an apple where it's just like, cool, slice, 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 nom, 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 boom, done, end of transaction. Pew pew, pew pew. Yo, what up, Augie? Good to see you, bud. How are you? Hope your Saturday is finding you well here, bud. Yeah, Tom, I got me a healthy cup of Raisin Bran coming up after stream. Like, I would eat it on stream, but I don't want like my entire stream to just be like me munching and crunching and gulping the entire time. That'd be rude to you guys. Plus, I can't imagine that'd be fun to listen to for 2 hours. But that'd be a very Mr. Beast-esque video. Rob eats cereal for 2 hours straight while staring into the camera. Augie, yes, I do have the 6-star, but no, I'm just going for Milestones in the 5-star arena. I mean, if I was going for the featured 5, I'd just be completely screwed because I'm only at, what, 14 million right now? That having been said, I mean, I'm saving up for the new featured 5-star crystal that's coming out in, 3 weeks? And Professor X is going to be in there, so I'm hoping that's how I wind up getting the 5-star version. Along with, like, Hitmonkey and a couple others. First time I ate avocado was 11 years ago when I was 8. It was a good day until that avocado appeared. I think it had something specific to the individual. I see where you're going with that, Laura. I see where you're going with it. I didn't realize it till you said something, but now that you said something, I see where you're going with that. Well played. Well played. Harshest. I will. Give me just a minute. Uh-oh. Alright, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. There you go. Yes, it is. The great Laura Grant is here in the house today. Talking about cookies, nummy stuff, and sly innuendos. Oh, Attack on Titan. Actually, no, I haven't seen any of Attack on Titan yet. I heard Season 1 was really good. I hadn't heard anything really about Season 2, but it's on my to-watch list. Same with One Punch Man. Have not seen any of that. Besides, if you gotta explain the joke, then the whole thing's just dead. You're just beating a dead horse at that point. Alright, so let's do that. Gun to the face. Gun to the face. He's gotta be shooting like rubber bullets or something. With a rubber knife. Everyone has like rubber toys, rubber weapons. Not rubber toys, that's rubber weapons. Specifically the non-lethal laser blasts and magic spells and stuff too. It's like Mario Kart. You can throw like spiked shells at people and blow people up with bombs and toss them off the sides of cliffs, but it's all in good fun. You don't really die. Sounds like that's a solid USB drive right there. I wonder how... I've fallen off of DB or Dragon Ball Super. I don't know. I think it's just... I think if I had jumped into the series now, I'd be like, oh, hey, that's cool, that's fun, that's awesome. Glad they're going there. But for me, who got to, you know, watch the original run on Toonami back when it came out, it's like, I don't know, that for me is Dragon Ball. New stuff is cool. It's nice that they're still running with it, continuing the story and whatnot, but I don't know. To me, it's not super. It's just, it exists. Cool. It's like with the movies everyone's doing right now too. It's like, hey, you know that one movie we did back in the 80s, or that one movie we did back in the 90s, or back in the 2000s? Wouldn't it be cool if we just came out with a sequel? The sequel that no one has been asking for, but yet here it is. It's like, I mean, okay, cool. But I remember back in my day. I'm an old man now, guys. Not only am I complaining about how things are nowadays, back and comparing them against, oh crap, how they were when I was a kid. I feel like I should just be an old man shaking his fist from his porch. Are there any skilled champs with immunities? Yeah, I mean Ronin basically can be basically immune to anything, provided you do like a double hit and dex back. Aegon, when he's ramped up, he's got immunity to just about everything. Thor Ragnarok has shock resistance, which is cool. Elsa's immune to passive debuffs, basically. Do that, and let's do that, and let's do that. Cool. And let's do that. And yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Cool, guys. We're getting pretty close to 15. I like it. I like it. I wouldn't be opposed to another Austin Powers, but they'd really have to figure out what they would do with it. If it's a passive debuff that isn't a permanent debuff, then yeah, she can shrug it off. Provided it isn't something that triggers at the beginning of the fight. Like if it's got a 1 second delay, she can shrug it off. If it's active at the very beginning of the fight, though, then no, she can't. Ronin, though, I think can, regardless. I think. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Kano. Should be able to do some solid damage with those guys, even as 3 stars. That's the nice thing about the God tier champs, too, at, 3-star ranking or 4-star ranking, too, is that they're still extremely viable, even, later on. Because they can still put up the big numbers or have that big clutch utility. And all that really, really adds up. Okay, so I got one more round here, and that should push me to 15 mil. And that should be good. And then from there, probably burn some of the whatchamacallit? I was gonna say not AQ, the EQ energy, and I don't know, maybe play around with some champs for the rest of the stream. Doink. Ouch! Stop it. Oh, why, what? When did I switch over to poison? I didn't want to do this. Not like this. Not like this. Like, case in point, Matrix is getting a new movie. Like, I like The Matrix. And it was fun. But not entirely sure what they're going to be doing with it. Because, like, the biggest challenge for Matrix 4 is, like, proving to us its need to exist in the first place, you know, as opposed to just cashing in on the name. Like, case in point, Mad Max Fury Road, right? We had 3 Mad Max movies. Why do we need another one? And then they came out with the other one, and then it's like, oh, I get that. It's a good movie. It stands on its own. What up, Rodrink? I'm going for about like 15 mil, 15 and a half, something like that. Should be more than enough for 1 to 10. Doink, yoink. Boink, doink, yoink. Alright, so there we go. 15 mil. Cheers, everybody. $15 mil, that's plenty. Let's just throw another squad in there just to get their cooldown timer going. Then pop over to EQ, burn off that 24 energy I got saved up right now. Well, Supersonic, if you are in the mood for some pure, unfiltered, late 90s action sci-fi, definitely check out The Matrix. It is about as wonderfully 90s as it gets. Like, in all the best ways. And then, unpopular opinion, I almost like Matrix Reloaded better than Matrix 1 for the action. Story-wise, 1 is far and away better. Action-wise, 2 is, in my opinion, far and away better. And then we'll just pretend that 3 never happened. And Mad Max, I would say the original Mel Gibson ones are interesting. Are interesting for some like 80s dystopia movies. Fury Road though is just a fun stylistic film. Like there's no plot to it. There's no plot to it. It's basically The Hobbit. There and back again. But the action is cornerstone to the movie. Soundtrack is wonderful. And it's just fun to watch. See, but then, Tom, that's like exactly my point, is like the first 3 were such a nice, tight, bookend, complete story. So it's like, okay, you can expand the Matrix universe. That's cool. But, I mean, they're bringing back Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, which I'm not complaining about either of those actors working. I'd love to see both of them in the stuff that they've done since then. Both great actors and good people to boot. I'm just saying, as far as bringing those specific characters back, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that, Supersonic. I don't know how to respond to that. I've seen Sharknado and RoboCop 2, so Matrix should be good. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm just very amused. Yeah, can you imagine how dope the special effects would be for the new Matrix if they keep it all live action like they did the original? Because like before, bullet time was absolutely groundbreaking. However, it's 20 years later. It's pretty dated. But if you have like the 2020 version of bullet time, so you still do the stunts live just with some extremely clever camera work, I would love to see that instead of the CGI fest that the like Matrix 3 turned out to be. But yes, and neither will Smith for Matrix 4. What do I want to do now, actually? Can I move up in war? Nope. CG Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, maybe. Just like copy paste him out of Batman v Superman. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I've been meaning to test this out. So let's test it out. So I'm gonna need Storm. I'm gonna need you. God, I just wish I had the 6-star available right now for a little bit more staying power. You can get those Cerebro charges going. Let's do that. And then I think Classic Storm, right? Yeah. And throw Bishop in there because that should just be extra long prowess. Basically, I just want to do stupid damage with Storm. Hey, what's up, Realm Champion? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the festivities. I'm stuck on masochism. Any ideas? Which stamps are you using right now? Nah, man, he's like a courier. It's like a little moto helmet. Or like some like freaky mind control. Or whatchamacallit. Those new 3D consoles. VR. I should have thrown Beardo in. Too late. Beardo to give me the extra prowess. So this one should do not a lot. Only 77k. Not a lot. If you want to keep throwing your specials, that'd be really cool, dude. Because I'm just going to keep, like, slapping you around a little bit. But, like, the more specials you throw, then the more chance I have to push you over bar of power, and the more fun we're going to have. No, stop it. Don't stun me. Stop it. Okay. Well, I would have loved to stick with the 11 prowess, but I guess 9 will have to do. So it was 77k the first time. It's not as exciting. 150k? It's cool. I'll take that, I guess. Just really benefits from being aggressive. Dang it. Come on, you douche canoe. There. 11 prowess this time. This should be a KO. Yeah. Do all mutants gain a synergy from Professor X or just X-Men? All mutants do. Okay, so let's go check that out. We're going over to Act 5, Chapter 2, Level 4. Let's see if I can bring any of those champs. So we're looking at we got Proxima. Beardo's not ranked up. What? What? No, I don't want any of that junk. Where is Beardo? Beardo. There he is, way down there. Beardo. Killmonger. Laggy. Omega. Killmonger. And who's the fifth one? He said Beardo, Proxima, Killmonger, and Omega. Yeah, and Warlock. Gotcha. Cool. So let's go check it out. Alright, so which one is masochism? Optimus, pessimist. Combo shield. Limber. Outer path? Or is it a global? It's global. Okay. So if you're running Beardo, what you need is a science champ, I think. Is it science? No, you got the tech champ, so you can petrify. Okay. So if you got it... No, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to go the other way. So by having the Warlock on the squad, that gives Beardo the chance to lay a Petrify on the opponent. And what the Petrify does, once you have a couple on there, and especially if you've got the Mastery unlocked, this is the other nifty trick here, Despair. Debuffs applied to enemies reduce their healing by 10% apiece, right? So if you got at least 1 point in Despair, then added to the Petrify, then you're just going to be basically canceling out the regen, or in some instances, reversing the regen, which is very helpful. If you've got a Void, he does that naturally anyway. But let's see if I can live long enough to do this. So Yellow Jacket here, Role Reversal, cute. Masochism is what we're looking at. Let's go from here. So there's 1 Petrify, 2. Okay. So we didn't get any regen that way, right? So you still run into the Masochism where the debuff isn't doing anything, but he's not healing anymore either. Actually, I don't want to do this. I think I just killed myself, pushed him with special 3. And then also the reparry method helps a lot here too. So if you go in knowing that the first parry you attempt is going to get shrugged off by the Masochism, and then you go in for the reparry, you still get the stun, you still get the Petrify up. It's just a lot less nonsense to deal with. Come on, dude. Then plus with that squad too, you've been seeing the bonus armor break pop up, which is another one of the nice things that Beardo has because of his awakened ability. That's just a nice to have as well. Now I've got Resonate turned on as a mastery, and what Resonate does is that it occasionally places a weakness debuff on opponents, which normally for this node would be annoying because that's just one more random debuff that pops up, but because you got all the Petrifies put up with Beardo, it's not an issue. See, so there you go. I mean, you don't need to get like knocked down to 2% health in order to win the fight right there, but basically, I mean, that's what you kind of need to do. Let's see who the boss is. Storm. Okay, so Storm. That's cool. If it was a skilled champ, you might have a hard time. The only thing here that you're gonna need to really worry about is Limber. Caltrops you can deal with, because if you have because you got Killmonger on the squad, Cap Beardo can shrug off debuffs if you play it smart. What's up, Woogie? He's got some nice stuff. He can shrug off debuffs, which is super helpful. But the Limber, I think, is going to be the toughest path to do, just because to get the Petrifies up for Beardo, he needs to parry. And then with the Masochism, that's going to be tough times. Take Deadpool, boss? Yeah, alright. Let's just have some fun. So assuming you're not a scrub and you get knocked down to 2% health on your first fight because you weren't paying attention. Assuming. The nice thing too about Petrify with Deadpool is that it's going to reverse his regen as well, which is very nice. I also realized that all my hits here have to be perfect blocks or parries, because the chip damage is going to be very unpleasant. Hey, what's up, Melvin? How you doing, bud? Happy Saturday. Just having some fun. Proof of concept stuff here right now to close out the stream. Nice thing about Deadpool too is that the higher, like Wolverine, the higher his power bar gets, the more regen he gets. Which, once you've got a few Petrifies stack on him, means more inverted healing. Which is a big plus for you, because it just speeds the fight up just a little bit more. Alright, dude, now if you want to throw that special 2, that'd be awesome. Just so I don't accidentally push you over when I launch a special 3. Come on, dude. Thank you. And then because, again, you've got as many Petrifies on you. Uh-oh. Because he's got as many Petrifies on Deadpool as he does, once Deadpool does that final heal, it's just game over. It's just game over. But yeah, that's that. Excuse me. Alrighty, everybody. It, unfortunately, is about that time of the night to start putting the stream to bed. So, but before we do that, let's get a raid going. Let's go say hey to my buddy and friend of the channel, People's Champ. Use the moniker Rob Von Raid. And yeah, get that ball going. Yeah, you got it, Realm Champ. You got it. See, stuff like that's fun to do. I have so much fun. So much fun doing that. Thanks for bringing that up. But, like I said, that is that's about stream right there. I want to thank you guys for watching here the last couple hours. It's always a pleasure getting to chat with you guys, and the highlight for me personally of doing the live streams here. So, kudos to you. Also, major kudos to you guys for helping me hit that big 1,000 subscriber milestone. I could not have done it without you guys, so thank you for tuning in, watching the videos, hanging out for the live streams, liking stuff, subscribing to stuff, hitting the notification bell to stuff, all that good stuff. Thanks, everybody. I do plan on streaming same time tomorrow night for the Sunday Arena, same time, same place, so I do hope to see you all then. Putting up points, getting a bunch of freebies, and getting ready for the new week. See, I did the pitch earlier for the 1,000 sub videos coming out, hopefully this week. But again, I'm waiting for a war season to wrap up and the rewards to come out, because that'll be some extra cool stuff to open up too. But stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think that's all the shameless plugs I got. But there we go, guys. Until next time, take care, talk soon, stay safe, and be well, everybody. Bye for now.